everyone, and welcome back to Thoughts on the Track. Now before we begin Wave 5 by talking about Tour Athens Dash, we gotta discuss the future of my channel a bit. Now, I started this channel back when I was in middle school. Now, I'm about to be a senior in college. I've talked about Mario Kart and Nintendo games for a long time now, and I've enjoyed doing it. But you've seen the lack of uploads as of late. It's partly because I've been busy with college and now a summer job, but also partly because I don't play video games as much anymore as I'd like to. I don't have as many ideas for gaming related content. Of course, when a new Mario Kart wave like this opens up, you know I have to talk about it. But overall, after I graduate college, I think I may do something different on YouTube, possibly a history or social studies YouTube channel, as I've been inspired by creators like Mr. Beat, Athens Films, and JJ McCullough. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. You can still expect Nintendo videos for the next year or so, however irregular they may be, but my interest in different topics may lead to a new type of channel in the future. So, Tour Athens Dash. Now I wanted to start Wave 5 by introducing something a little new to the Thoughts on the Track series, which is a track comparison. Now, in the realm of football, a player who is scouted for the draft and entering the league, he often gets compared as similar to someone else who used to play the game, a player comparison or a player comp. Well, I'm now going to give Athens Dash a track comp, one that in my mind is similar, and that for me is Thwomp Ruins. Both tracks have this sort of stony texture as well as a similar majestic upbeat sounding music, and in lap 3 of Athens Dash there are boulders hurled at you similar to the end of Thwomp Ruins. So I just gave Athens Dash a pretty favorable comparison because I like Thwomp Ruins. So now let's break down some of the reasons that I like this track. In terms of the artwork and graphics for this track, Tour Athens Dash is one of the prettier tour tracks out there. As I mentioned in my announcement of sorts at the beginning, I have a passion for history. I want to be a history teacher after I graduate college. So naturally, I love a track with as much history as Athens Dash. You get to race in such locations as the Parthenon and the Theater of Dionysus, the Greek god of wine. Such rich and beautiful history makes for a scenic drive. And because I don't follow Mario Kart Tour very closely, I wondered if there was a Rome track. Well, indeed there is, and I can safely say I hope Rome Avanti comes in Wave 6 of this booster course pass, because with its ancient architecture adorning this track, Athens Dash makes me want to race through Rome as well. The actual track design isn't quite as impressive as the visuals, but there's still some neat stuff here and there. You have a mushroom shortcut to use by bursting through those paper mache type piranha plants. You have cave sections with bats, and you have pillars falling, which is similar to Dry Ruins. Maybe that should have been the track comparison. Much like almost every other tour track I've talked about, it is a drive through a city with 3 slightly different laps, the last 2 I think being pretty much copies of each other in reverse. So again, nothing about the track design feels particularly unique, and they removed some good old thwomps from the original version. Why? I love thwomps. Still, there's some nice gliding sections sprinkled in, as well as some half pipes, which I truly appreciate being brought back to Mario Kart. As I noted about the music, this is perhaps what reminds me most of Thwomp Ruins in this track. It sounds very similar, but I just think the tempo is more upbeat in this case. Have a listen to both. It's not the catchiest song in the world, but it's certainly cheerful. It's very adventurous and it pushes you to go on. It fits very well with the overall majesty of this city of Athens, and you can certainly hear that from the very beginning that this is a very solid song. So for an overall rating of Tour Athens Dash, I would give the track artwork an 8 out of 10, the track design a 6 out of 10, and the music a 7 out of 10, for an overall rating of 7 out of 10. Tour Athens Dash is a very solid way to begin Wave 5 of this booster course pass. At least visually, it outshines many of the other recreating tour tracks in my opinion. It does so by capturing the beauty of the ancient city of Athens. And hey, a pumpin' and driving tune to race along with, that ain't bad either. I was upset when I heard there were thwomps that didn't return, and not amazed by the overall track design. but the scenic glides, half-pipes, and racing through ancient structures that made it an overall enjoyable experience for me. So what are your thoughts on Tour Athens Dash? Do you have more gripes with it than me, or am I actually underrating it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I should be back soon with my thoughts on GCN Daisy Cruiser. Until then, bye-bye. This shirt says Road Rage, by the way. Get it?